Hi everyone, so this video is brought to you by the fact that I have an inability to click the record button on anything, and so I end up just making a drawing especially for YouTube, like, sometimes, instead of just recording something that I was already planning on drawing. So I've seen that there are a lot of, like, challenge videos, and I was like, why don't I record one? Because, I mean, the whole memes of drawing, they used to be like called memes when I was on deviantart, where you just draw something multiple times, or you draw like a character answering questions or stuff like that, used to be really popular. And I don't think I've ever done one that, you know, like redraws and stuff like that were popular, but I don't think I've ever done one of these style challenges specifically. Now I like to draw, so this is my style right now, what I'm drawing. More or less, kind of, sometimes I feel like I don't really have a style because I tend to be kind of flaky about keeping to one for long periods of time. I tend to, like, adopt traits of styles that I like the most, and so recently I've been drawing more like the first drawing that I did in this video. But in the style challenge, I did a bunch of different pictures of 11 from Stranger Things in different styles of mostly like cartoons and stuff like that, which I have to admit, I didn't think it would be as hard as it did. Like, I didn't think it would be as much of a challenge as it ended up being, because quite frankly it looks really strange to see your art in a completely different style. And I adopt traits from different styles all the time. Like, sometimes I'll draw my eyes like a little bit closer to something that I saw in a show, or I'll see like a really pretty artist online and I'll like be like, oh yeah, I should use warm color palettes or something like that, and I'll use a lot of reds that week because I'm flaky and I change a lot. So yeah, it's just, these were pretty abrupt changes and I did them all in a row without really any practice. And usually when I change my style at all, I draw a whole bunch of pictures of that kind of thing that I'm adapting. But this time I just drew one of each style over and over and over, and I felt like they were getting worse, and I just realized that it was actually it just didn't look like my art normally does. Which also made me realize that I always feel like I don't have a defined style, which I think I've heard a lot of people say they don't really feel like they have a specific style or anything. But I realized I kind of do, since, I clearly do have some form of style. If I feel like I'm not sticking to it, it feels like it looks a lot stranger. Oh yeah, and this is 11. I drew her as the Avatar from The Last Airbender because I thought in a magical universe that someone who was already magical in the normal universe would be even more magical. So, there's that. Yeah, so even the styles I thought that would be really simple, like the Steven Universe style or the Danny Phantom style that I do later in the video, were kind of difficult to do. And it was hard to adapt her as a Disney princess and things like that, just because I based her off of Ariel's daughter, Melody from The Little Mermaid 2, basically. But I honestly don't know how it turned out. She at least looked kind of like a Disney princess. Giant eyes. Their eyes are so big. I didn't realize it before, but their eyes are all so big. So, just in case you haven't seen it, you should probably go and watch Stranger Things too, because 11 from it, as I mentioned, is a superpowered, awesome character who I absolutely love. I mean, Stranger Things does fall into the realm of kind of like scary-ish things, and I can't deal with anything remotely terrifying, as I mentioned before. But I did really love the show. So if you have Netflix, you should really watch it, or find somewhere online to watch it. No hacking, pirating. But you know, whatever. But yeah, that's all I have to say about it, I guess. I hope that in the future maybe I'll do like another one of these, maybe with another character, and I'll do more styles, because I didn't have a huge amount of time to record this, and so I would do like a lot more if I could. But I feel like 8 is a pretty decent number of styles to do, especially because I felt like I picked a decent variety of different looking ones, that it was enough of a challenge. Certainly felt like a challenge looking at it. But yeah, like the video for more challenges or just speed paint things and stuff like that, and see ya. Bye.